Tell me how it is.
Yeah. New levels, knockout. Well, let's see. Anything else going on?
In my life,
Yes.
don't you have anything you want to share with me?
I like to keep myself mysterious. I think
That's
that
interesting.
helps with my aura.
Your aura.
My aura.
Interesting. What color would you think your aura is?
Rainbow.
A rainbow aura.
I guess that's what I'm playing right now. Rainbow Rumble. It was
Actually, yes.
actually yes.
Well, you were gonna say something.
Oh, Stella. So many dingleberries on this level. You're really missing out.
Oh no.
Somebody got took out by
Um,
one.
someone that was in a real recent where a daughter like called somebody a dingleberry, and then the daughter had to like explain to the mother what a dingleberry was. Oh my gosh.
What a crazy world we live in. No, no, no.
French president wins. Oh, mayor. Poop mayor wins in the Senate. See that? Oh, yay! Let's see that.
Are there any shacks?
Annie Hidalgo, Paris mayor, has got on a wetsuit, goggles, but they're not down. People are clapping. Oh, now they're down and she's doing, yeah, legit stroke. Oh, someone else is, there are other people swimming with her.
Aw.
They protective people, definitely. Interesting, interesting. And then my mother said people were defecating. Let's see, people defecate in the sun.
Yes.
Let's see. Oh, did you hear this too?
Mm.
Oh, interesting. Online accounts have already pledged to poop in the sun en masse under the hashtag Je suis dans le sun or I poo in the sun to protest the amount of money spent on the project as ordinary people struggle with the cost of living. Uh,
It's kind of a high risk gamble because the dirtier you get it, the more they're gonna have to spend to clean it.
that is true, yeah. The topic was Paris mayor defies poop threats to swim in Seine and prove in blood.
Yeah, I gotta say, I would not swim in that river.
Yeah, probably not, no. I wouldn't swim in uh, Venice Canal. Danish Olympian?
Mm-hmm.
Is that who you were saying? Olympian? You know, for the sport? This man?
No.
Okay. Should I just put sexual assault and see if that pops up?
That might narrow it down.
Uh, Steve, a beach ball. Oh, oh! He spent time in prison for the 2014 rape of a 12-year-old girl.
Oh my god.
His inclusion, he plays beach volleyball apparently. He caused, oh no. Oh shoot, it's New York Times. You know what that means. Gonna
You're
get a
gonna have to send me
paywall
an
after
email.
send it to you. Dutch Olympic organizers standby qualification. Oh, let's see, this is today. Um, okay. Beach volleyball guy blank. Accused of blank will be competing, blah blah. Um, he's now 29. So 8 years ago, he was 21. Um, let's see what their statement is. Continue reading. In a statement, 2016, after, wait, what's his statement? Huh?
Huh?
I did what I did. This is what he's saying. I did what I did. I cannot reverse it, so I will have to bear consequences. It has been the biggest mistake of my life. It's a huge mistake. No one will ever deny. No one will deny the type of story. And there's nothing I can do about it anymore. So I just want to tell myself story.
Interesting.
So they met via Facebook. Booked a ticket, flew to England to see this person. It is work. Oh, it's updating. Oh, it's finally coming in. There's genuine remorse. His sentence was adjusted when he was transferred to the Netherlands. He spent a total of 13 months in prison. He apparently demonstrated self-insight and reflection.
He said, I'm going to train myself to be the best beach volleyball player ever.
I know. I'm also grateful to the Dutch Volleyball Federation because they offered me with clear conditions and agreements a future in this beautiful sport again.
What a beautiful sport it is.
On its website, they support his participation. We know Steven's history. Before he expressed his desire to return to beach volleyball at the time, we spoke extensively with him, but also with the NOC-NSF, which is a sports federation, among others. He served a sentence, apparently. They're reintegrating him. I have no idea. He is proving to be an exemplary professional and human being, and there has been no reason to doubt him.
Wow. Could you imagine if the average person got the breaks this guy did?
I know. Oh well, public response, outrage. It's a slap in the face to survivors to see a rapist applauded as if nothing ever happened.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Why would girls and women report rape when society protects men and lets their lives continue unscathed, ignoring the trauma inflicted on victims?
Right. That's a good point.
Yeah.
Oh, I made it.
Oi, oi, oi. So then Japanese Olympian
Yes.
smoking. Olympian smoking.
Smoking.
Shoko Miyata, the captain of Japan's women's gymnastics team, has withdrawn after allegedly breaking the team's code of conduct
Yeah, it
by
wasn't even
smoking
like
and drinking alcohol.
it wasn't like the Olympic Committee was like, no, you can't. It was Japan.
Oh, wow.
Rotate and eliminate.
Are you still working?
I'm on the final round.
Okay.
In lighter news, Inside Out
Please.
2 has
Yeah.
surpassed Frozen 2 as the highest grossing animated movie of all time.
Oh,
Unless you count
of all
Avatar.
time? Okay. Oh. Is that animated?
Might as well be. Nobody grab me. Nobody. What's happening here?
Grabby grab!
Oh, interesting.
Grabby McGrabbers, huh?
Somebody grabbed me on pipes, I think it was. Screwed me up. Screwed me up. Oh.
Isn't that a Prime exclusive?
The Discovery of Witches?
Yeah, I thought so. With what, Tessa Palmer? Is that her name? Or Tessa Palmer?
I don't know. Oh no!
Manatees fart to help regulate their buoyancy, releasing gas to sink or storing it to rise.
Oh.
You learn so much. Asian kid assaulted during a basketball. What? Oh my gosh! Just stomped on his head.
Yikes.
In the Bay Area.
Hmm.
Seems unnecessary.
Looks like Hatsune Miku won. That
Did
was
you make
fun.
it?
No, I died.
Oh.
I died doing what I loved. Oh. What's your status? Still going at it?
No, I'm ready. I was
Oh,
just
okay.
waiting. Yeah,
Just waiting for me.
I was.
Little old me. Something else was interesting.
Ryan Reynolds and Hugh Jackman are going to be on Hot Ones tomorrow.
Oh, I've never
Can
seen
you
one of
believe
those.
it? You've never seen one?
No, I meant
Oh
to.
man, I tune in every week.
Ah,
Let's
okay, here
see.
comes.
Let's add my friend
Yes, please,
Geraldo Rivera.
please do. Social panel. So it looks
Oh,
like.
our usual colonoscopy equipment is down today, so we're going to be using a tapeworm with a GoPro strapped to its head.
That's horrible. Horrible.
I like how you laughed about it, though. You may have thought it was funny. Oh, Quiet Place. You told me not to go see it, right?
Don't
Save my monies.
save it. Give it to me.
Oh, give it to you.
You don't think that would be fair?
To give you my money? I'm giving you a place to live.
That's true.
Your bunny rabbit was supposed to arrive today, but
What's the
it's
holdup?
delayed. Yeah, I know. And I just remembered, like, oh, I should probably order mine from the actual website.
I would tend to agree.
Yeah, just in case. I would tend to agree.
Oh no. I'm not gonna do so well here, but we're on a squad.
We are on a squad.
Huh.
Oh, that was scary.
Little scare for Stella.
I was all scared.
Sorry, buddy. I just bumped my own teammate. What kind of man am
I don't know. Are you a man or are you a Muppet? Or are you a Muppet of a man?
I? No man talks to the DA. A little rata.
Did you say a fond farewell to Donovan, who's going away? Well, he's there now, probably.
Yes, I did not say goodbye, but I hope he's having a good time.
Are you a man? Are you a man? Or am I a Muppet of a man? Oh boy.
Oops.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh dear.
So I think for Alien Romulus, I'm going to get your preview out of the theater review, and then a review with some time, with some retrospection. What do you think about that?
Well, I have a couple questions here. You kept saying you.
Yes.
Is there a reason why you're not saying us
I'm
or
sure I'll
we?
also render an opinion. Oh no!
Okay. I just wanted to be sure. Ooh. Hmm. Be sure we're doing what needs to be done. Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Are you a man?
Oof, that was bad.
So preview, immediate response, and then 2 weeks in it past it.
I think that would be fair.
Wow. This is
Wow.
serious business. Is there what's going to happen? Is it going to be on a podcast of some sort?
Yeah.
Are you recording it, or are we just having a conversation?
I will record you. Maybe shoot a little video. My God,
Oh,
I don't
like
think I can
man
get
on the
this one.
street.
Yeah, excuse me, miss. No! Oh
Big
my,
man, big man.
big man. I also saw that in a clip from The Wire randomly. So I was gonna
Really?
send it to you, but I felt like the Key and Peele sketch was probably enough.
Do you, what if you like had a video going and
Damn.
it was like you just said to me, big man, and I came out of nowhere on the street.
I think that would be
Like, let
good.
me talk to you about what movie are you gonna go see? And be like, oh, I'm gonna go
Alien.
see Alien Romulus. We can pretend we don't know each other.
That'd be good. And then we could go. I'd be like, I was gonna see that too. Should we go together? And you'd be like, yeah. And then it could go viral. It'd be like, oh, isn't that cute?
Skyfall.
Skyfall.
The next one. Oh, it's Ski-Fall. Pardon me.
The gotcha.
Um. Well, Regal somewhat interests me because that popcorn bucket.
I don't. That popcorn bucket is gross. I don't want to get butter all over my nice suit that I'm going to be wearing to the movie.
Why can't I leave this game? Gosh, I'm
You've
locked
crossed over
in.
into the Twilight
Okay.
Zone.
Um, what game?
What game?
Did you just say you were wearing a nice suit?
Yes. I will. No, to the movie. And
Oh,
because the popcorn bucket, like, you put the butter in and it drools out the mouth like an alien.
I couldn't tell. Is that actually what's happening, or did they just make the alien salivate?
I thought it was butter myself.
Well, I don't know why you would do that.
That was my question. Maybe if you were with somebody and you were holding the mouth over your companion
Ew.
while you enjoyed popcorn from the cranium.
Let's see here. Alien popcorn bucket. Alien popcorn bucket. Oh, it says Cinemark.
Are
Okay.
they the ones who originated the Dune
I thought it was
popcorn
Regal.
bucket?
No, that was AMC.
Oh.
Fandango shared a facehugger themed bucket. Regal Cinemas shared their Xenomorph design, and Cinemark has one as well. Interesting, interesting. Sneak peek. What's this one? Fandango. How do you go in from Fandango? Well, you'd like the facehugger one. It's just a facehugger wrapped around
The bucket?
bucket. Yeah. Okay, here's the Cinemark one, which is the head. And you put it in its skull, and it closes up. Okay, there's the butter. I don't see the butter leaking out. I feel like they just did that. And then what's this one? Oh, the Regal one. Oh, I see the butter. They just put the... I hope it wouldn't leak. That'd be so weird. I see it. I
The
hope
drool.
not. Yeah, I hope not. Why can't I leave this game? Please. Oh my gosh.
That happened to me once. And
Yeah,
nobody
it's
believed
awesome.
me. I said, I can't leave the game. And everybody said, whatever, you're crazy. You just hit circle.
Yeah,
No,
well, I
I'm
can
just kidding.
report a
Nobody said
player. That's about it.
that. Here's some more uplifting news. And there's something really bad going on. But
Oh dear.
Michigan outlaws the gay and trans panic defense in criminal trials. And here comes the first comment. This is a good one. I don't even understand. How is this a defense? How does it help to say, yes, Judge, I committed this crime, but hear me out. It was a hate crime. I am very confused, and I'm a lawyer. The bad news is, let's see, I scroll down a little bit. A conservative legal group has filed a brief on behalf of former Kentucky County Clerk Kim Davis that it says should lead to the U.S. Supreme Court overturning the right of same-sex couples to marry. So they're going for it.
Wow.
I don't know why now. It seems like that could only hurt Donald's prospects at winning the presidency, and getting people to forget how terrible conservative politics is.
Yeah, well, maybe they feel like they've got
This the last shot.
their steam is going
Yeah,
because of the Roe v. Wade business.
yeah, they're just citing that as a precedent. Terrible, terrible, terrible. I never thought that that would happen. I think when Roe was overturned, I was like, that's really awful, and I hate that we went backwards. But this has been in the works for many years, and it was very tenuous anyway. But gay marriage, I always forget that gay marriage is less than 10 years old
Yeah.
nationally. I always think that it's like, something we've had for a very long time. Um, so yeah, that's just terrible. Oh,
Yeah, I'm back finally. I was able to leave.
you're
Release
back.
me from my jail.
Release me, demon. Let's go on the tundra run. Okay, that first round was bad. We only got 2 levels in. Let's do better, people.
Yeah, well, it was my fault because I clicked squads instead of duos, so I threw off the whole thing.
Oh, I was
Yeah.
wondering. I didn't want to say nothing,
I know. Well, thank you.
but now we're on the right path. Hello,
Indeed.
hello.
Help me! If someone say help.
Yeah, help me.
Help!
Hello, hello.
Oh my gosh.
It's like
I
that
did.
scene. Yeah.
Yeah, someone asked for help, I guess.
I guess the game is so easy that people are just pressing whatever buttons. Over here.
What is God? Just a slob.
Do you remember if Pedro Pascal was nominated for Best Actor for playing Joel?
For Narcos? Oh, for Joel. Ooh. I don't. Last year?
I guess it would have been yeah, well, okay, yeah, because the Emmys have been a little bit messed up schedule-wise, but because
Let's see.
I'm a little
Ooh.
curious about Walton Goggins being nominated for The Ghoul. I didn't see that going.
It's because everybody loves him.
Yeah, it's definitely
Um,
overdue.
let's see. Has he never been nominated for something he's done?
Oh, I'm sure he has.
Okay. The
Justified,
last,
maybe.
uh, or yeah, as a spotlight character in Sons of Anarchy. Emmy nominations. Let's see. Outstanding
Ow.
lead actress. Yeah, lead actor. Oh, yeah, yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I remember there was some controversy about Bella Ramsey. This is a category.
Why?
Because I think they go by they
Oh,
pronouns.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, what are you gonna do? I mean,
Right.
that's the truth. That's the same thing about in Broadway. It's not like there's a non-binary category, and
Uh,
yeah,
let's see, why
I don't
not?
know how you can fix that.
Also, I just saw that Warrior, the show on HBO Max or whatever, was nominated for Best Stunts. And I know they've always been talking about a Best Stunt Oscar. So I guess there's already one for Emmys? That's interesting.
Is Warrior about the cats?
Um,
I'm just kidding.
no.
Remember that mystery, that fantasy series?
I do not.
It was called Warrior, about fantasy, YA fantasy, cats.
Interesting. This is the one in 1800s Chinatown,
Oh,
which is pretty good. I stopped watching it for some reason.
what about the one zombies?
I don't know.
Was that called The Kingdom?
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. God, I'm so mad. I know, like, everybody has their TV shows that get canceled and they just never shut up about, and that's Kingdom. It used to be Firefly. And then I grew up.
Yeah.
Crap,
Then
this
you
is
grew
neck and
up.
neck.
Oh dear, oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear. As long as we get more than blue in 30 seconds.
There's a lot of time to screw up.
Yeah.
Good job, Red.
Oh no. No!
Ah!
Oh, you missed it. Oh my gosh, why is this not possible to
Yes.
jump through here?
Oh!
Yeah,
You see
I
that
missed
whiff?
that one too. Yeah.
Yes!
Well, we made it, luckily.
Oh, that was close. My whole body is tense, and now it's releasing. Ah!
Oh dear.
You like
Like
that
when
noise?
you threw that prowler off of you.
Just imagine all the sounds I'm gonna make while sleeping in your house.
Oh yeah, and it's not, there's no like noise to cancel it out.
You don't have an AC?
I'm very thankful that it is not loud compared to where I was living.
Uh-oh. You
Yeah,
might have to
so.
ask for a downgrade. Can I get a loud air conditioner, please?
No, just I don't know, put on some white noise from your phone or something.
Hmm.
Will you be able to go to sleep like that?
I think I must have tried white noise at some point. I don't remember what the results of that experiment were.
Hmm.
What would you think about a gag?
A gag?
Yeah, like a ball gag.
Oh!
You think that
I
would be
really
too
wasn't sure where
suggestive?
you were going with that. Now it would be right up your alley,
Yes, it would.
obviously. I was thinking you like a gag
Like a
gift.
joke.
But oh yeah, I wasn't sure
Like a little whoopee
what you
cushion.
meant.
How would that apply?
I don't know.
Indeed. No.
Interesting. That's an interesting
Interesting
thought.
quandary.
But wouldn't you still make noises? Question mark.
Probably. But I think they would be muffled.
I don't know how this works.
Oh no. How do I? What
Are
do we
you
do now?
okay?
Do we bounce
I
off
guess
each
we
other?
jump up.
I guess we have to go back.
Yeah.
That's the
Oh
that's
no.
the
Do we have to
ticket.
go back?
Yeah.
Oh shoot. Is
It's
the
okay. We're
sound
still
gonna get us?
No.
No. Come to me.
Come to me. Then you'll see with your imagination. Is that something else?
Yes. But I was happy you knew that.
That is Willy Wonka, in fact.
It is really Wonka.
Or Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
Willy Wonka. Willy Wonka. Did you ever see that film with what's his face? Ooh.
Doubtful.
I don't know how to. Oh shoot. I don't know how to. Oh.
You died?
I was. Yes. I was in an impossible situation. How are we? Top
Situation.
5? Is that what this is?
Indeed.
I got the farthest I ever did on that one.
What?
I would say.
But like Ryan Gosling said,
Close
it wasn't
only
enough.
counts. Yeah, I
In
know.
horseshoe
It only
crabs
counts
and
in
hand grenades.
horseshoes and hand grenades, yeah. And maybe that thing with the beanbags.
True. Cornhole.
Yeah.
I don't like that game. Oh.
Why is that?
It's boring. I'd much rather do wrestling.
Oh my gosh. When has anyone ever challenged you to wrestle?
I wish I could say never, but I did have a friend in high school who was on the wrestling team, so he would often try out his new moves on me. That was very gay.
Well, because he grabbed your crotch.
Yeah, pretty much exclusively went for it. It's like a laser-guided missile.
Did you get an erotic thrill?
I'd like to think so.
Do you think a ball gag would help you sleep?
I
Would
doubt
it
it.
prevent you from snoring?
I feel like sometimes I sleep on my face, or at least I lay there for a while. I don't think I ever fall asleep that way, so I think that would be very uncomfortable. Donovan's sharing some pictures of himself at Comic-Con. Josh is there. I just feel like it would just be... You'd be stretching out your mouth and it would get kind of uncomfortable after like a few minutes. Never mind 6 hours or
Should,
eight
like have
hours.
lockjaw.
Yeah,
And aren't people like actively salivating? Like,
right.
isn't there saliva running down their mouth?
You'd be like the popcorn bucket.
Oh.
So, well, I mean, we'll experiment. Put that on the list, but it's not a definite.
Oh my gosh, where am I gonna go get that?
That's up to you.
That's up to me. Yeah, let me
You're the
Google
host.
incognito sex shops, Baltimore, Maryland.
You
Could you
just wear a
imagine?
trench coat and sunglasses.
Oh yeah, so they don't recognize me.
Yeah.
You get a teacher discount here?
Oh no.
Could you
That's
imagine?
terrible.
Yeah.
I mean, you gotta ask, right?
What do you think about the teachers who get fired for having OnlyFans accounts?
Oh, that's BS. I don't even understand the basis for that. All you're gonna do is remind people that teachers don't get paid a fair wage.
Yeah. Was it sure? Because if she wasn't advertising,
On campus.
yeah, I'm not really sure what the what their basis is.
Right. It's also, I mean,
Unless there's a morality code or a morality clause involved in
right.
their contract, but
Maybe. If it was a
God
private
knows.
school, I guess I'd understand, but like, I don't think. Like, my teachers were fine, but I never thought of them as like they had to also socialize me or like be models um, of behavior or anything. I just thought that they were teachers and they had something to impart. Obviously, that's not. You can't apply that across the board. Like if they were
Mm-hmm.
doing something truly bad, but having an OnlyFans account, my God, everybody does that. I have that, you know.
Yeah,
Um, I kid. If just in case anybody was listening.
they're all gonna look now.
Yeah, that's just not even because I think it's shameful, but just because I think that's gross. For just the thought of me having an OnlyFans account is just disgusting. Um,
On your delicate hands.
yeah. Look at this guy. Ah! Don't do that. Look at this guy. Ah! Stop that. You red menace.
No one's gonna land.
No! Arrgh!
Oh, did you not make it?
I didn't make it. I got screwed up by that red guy who just got eliminated.
Well, at least that happened.
I'm so mad. But you held strong.
I did. It was gonna be a hexagon.
No!
I'm just guessing, but there are a lot of people still remaining. 14.
Yeah, maybe it's not the final round. Tail tag, your favorite.
No.
Get ready to get screwed in the last second.
I know. I just give up if I don't have it. Apparently I have one.
Guard that like Gollum.
Oh, it's gone.
No! Gollum,
Okay.
you're Smeagol. There's a couple of marks. Godzilla. You know how slow he is. He
Come to
ambles.
me.
Come to this. Yeah, this should be
Oh.
your favorite.
Come to me, Argentina. What if I just stand right here?
I think people are going to have a hard time getting in there. Oh, you have a tail. That's good. Look out for that guy.
Yeah,
No!
but he like had missed me a couple times, and then that was my own fault.
It was your hubris.
Yeah. Don't cry,
Oops.
Argentina. Come to me. I'm
You just trick him. Oh, he gave you the old runaround.
Yep.
Just like Blue
Oh.
Hook Travel.
Huh? You coming up with a joke?
Trying to. It's hard. Oh, 5 seconds. Stop grabbing, just run. No! Ugh.
Wasn't in the cards.
Wasn't in the cards. The tarot cards.
Take it.
Have you ever had a palm reading? Did it
I
change
have
your
not.
life?
No, I don't really trust those things, to be honest. Do you?
No. So I'm glad we agree on this, because if we didn't, you know,
That'd be
that would
it.
be, that'd
That's
be
your
it.
number one thing.
Yep. I always
We
ask that on
found
every
it.
date. I
What
say,
is your stance on palm reading?
well, I say, can I read your palm? And if they say yes, I say, I just get up and leave.
Wow.
I say, check please.
This date is over.
This date is over. And you missed out, little missy. Let me tell you. You let the good one get away.
Wow. Do you make her pay for the check?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, man. Glad that you're, what humanity has to offer us.
Manatees releasing their
Yeah.
gases. Well, that's why dating is so hard, because of guys like me.
Yep. You said it. Do.
Did not seem like a shortcut.
Make it to the checkpoint.
Oh, yeah. Stella gasped.
I know, I was in a good stride, and then the door closed, obscured my view.
It all went downhill from there.
Yeah. Oh no! Don't cry for me, Argentina. Do you know Diane Lane is in the Outsiders film?
I did not know that offhand, but I believe it.
Tom told me because he said that she's hot, and I was like, oh, Shag, when did you come on this call?
Better be careful. I'm sure she was like 17.
Oh dear. Then Mom told me, did you know Diane Lane was in Winston's Club? I was like, I did not.
Why is everybody so obsessed with Diane Lane?
Apparently she was a prostitute. Well, I told Mom that, did Diane
okay.
Lane's in this film? Yeah, so it's connected in that conversation. But,
I mean,
yeah.
I understand, but still. She was great in Judge Dredd.
Oh, interesting. The first one?
Oh, yeah.
Did she
Then,
play a wife?
She actually played a judge.
Oh.
And she said, that's Judge Bitch to you. And then she punched out the Chinese actress from Twin Peaks. I can't remember her name all of a sudden. But in New Dredd, it was Olivia Thirlby as Judge Anderson. I thought she looked pretty cool.
Was that the girl that was in Wonder Woman?
I don't believe so. I can't remember what she's most...
Professor Marsden?
Oh, no.
Okay.
I don't remember what her name is.
I recently saw her in 50 Shades
Freed?
Darker.
Oh. I wonder why she was in
DACA.
that. I guess that's, do you think she's being
She,
typecast?
I don't know, yeah, she was a previous sub for Christian, and she could not handle, I guess, him
It's
moving
too
moving on
intense.
from her. Yeah, so she's trying to kill.
Dakota Johnson.
Uh, yes,
Okay.
because she said you don't give
Don't
him what he
deserve.
needs.
Oh.
Yeah.
Do you think you'd ever get to that point in a relationship that you were gonna kill somebody because, I guess, of jealousy? What do we do? No, 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 no!
Oh
Did we
no.
lose?
No, survived.
Oh, because we were right on the edge. Oh my god. What is wrong with me? Get us together. Much like Zac Efron on the golf course.
Ooh.
Count on it. Bet on it.
Um. Oh, bet on it. Bet on it.
I gotta watch that again. I would argue that one does not achieve true love without being potentially murderous about it. Anything less isn't true love.
Can you restate what you just said?
I think that Olivia, fake Olivia Thirlby, no true love.
Oh, interesting. Yeah. Well, yeah, I mean, she felt like in her mind, she was get able to give something to Christian that Anastasia was not.
Mm-hmm.
And even that's like the whole issue in the first film is that he has a very explicit reason for wanting a sub, and Anastasia's like, that's not for me.
Oh,
So,
she
but
had to
then
be
all of a sudden, it's
pained.
interesting because I mean, I was laughing a lot when I was rewatching the first one. But he's she actually says like, "What are when she first finds out about this? What are you, a sadist?" And he says, "I'm called a dominant." And then at the very end, unless it might have actually been the second film. Oh, we're eliminated. He says like, "I'm not a dominant. That's not what I am. I'm actually called a sadist." And I was like, "Okay, did you read the script for the previous film?"
That's character development. He changes from point A to point B. That's really weird, though. I guess, I mean, you have 3 movies. You got to fill them up with something.
Yeah.
So why are you just getting around to the 50? Or are you rewatching them?
Yeah, it's a rewatch. I don't
Okay.
know. I just saw it was on Netflix. I was like, meh. I can, it's something I don't have to pay attention to. And like I said, that first one's pretty funny.
I see.
Oh dear, oh dear.
Indeed.
It's the extreme solos. Donovan sent me a video, like an hour-long video essay, based off of 50 Shades of Grey. He said he really liked it. And I'm like, okay. And he was telling me like that Christian Grey's a bad guy, and I'm like, how can you intuit that from this film? But I think it was more from the books.
Huh.
But I'll be interested to watch. But he's actually really annoying in this third one.
Yeah.
I mean, they're at like a topless beach, or maybe they're in Europe, I don't know, and he won't let Anastasia, take her top off. And then I can't remember, like she decides to still go by Anastasia Steele, and he comes in really upset, bursts in on a meeting at her office and says, "I tried to email you and it bounced back because there is no Anastasia Gray." And I'm like, oh my gosh, you're so controlling. And now he's so upset that she's pregnant. He said,
um,
yeah. And he said, like, "I have plans for us." I'm like, my gosh, she can't even live her life. I could not be. It's just too much.
yeah. Well, even as
Too much.
a masochist or a sub, I don't think I'd find that appealing.
That
Which I,
someone's telling you what to do all the time.
yeah, I guess that's why it's a movie. But
Well, I think people might actually enjoy that. Oh,
that's true. I don't know. I just,
oh
but then it's like, what, you
no.
just like sort of having bedroom stuff like all the time? Like, have some boundaries for the sake of others, if not yourself.
Yeah, and shouldn't you be? Yeah, like when? How do you know that was it? Isn't that nuts? Because it's extremes. Were you eliminated?
I got muscled out of the game.
Yeah. Um. Yeah, I feel like when is there a? When can you tell that it's like it's a stop?
Right.
We're out of the scene, or is it a scene all the time?
Yeah, that's like something that's very important in the BDSM community is knowing when a scene is done naturally
But
because it's
for
about
him, it's
safety.
like he's, yeah, oh yeah, for sure. I feel like for him, he never leaves
Never
it.
turns it off. Do you think he's a sociopath like some of the people we've met recently?
Oh, oh yeah. Speaking of, we need to have that discussion. Some people we've met recently. Sounds like we're like going out there and meeting new
Finding
people on the street.
sociopaths? Maybe. Sounds like you
We
have a
can do men on the street, but it was with sociopaths.
sociopath on the street.
Yeah. Um, I don't know. Well, isn't that a lack of empathy?
Yes.
Now I'm trying to think if he has a lack of empathy, because she always has to like explain things to him.
Hmm.
Um,
I guess it's probably more narcissism.
it's nuts. I don't know. It's a struggle. I don't know if he does have empathy or it's just like learned empathy.
Oh, right.
I'm not sure. But then if you have to constantly be reminded, does that mean you don't have empathy?
Right.
But once she like levels him out with like, hey, this is the reason why this is wrong. Oh my gosh, having some trouble with these little things here.
He shows some character growth.
Yes, I hesitate to say,
Okay.
but yes. So speaking of sociopaths, so of
Mm-hmm.
course our favorite sociopath on this show, meaning our stream, is Monica Bush,
Yes.
and
Damn it!
oh, you didn't make it.
I
Yeah,
didn't
I'm
make it.
scared because of
No,
for
it's high
obvious
risk.
reasons I have trouble here. Um,
Oh, you made it!
yay! But we discovered a new sociopath named
Kelly Ellard.
Kelly Ellard from the show, well, from real life, but from
Mm-hmm.
the show, um,
Under the
Under the
Sea.
Bridge. Yes. And
Whoa.
yeah, I was wondering which one was worse. Do you have an opinion on this now, having seen everything?
Kelly Ellard or Monica?
Yeah,
I don't really remember the details of Monica.
she said she killed her husband.
Killed her husband. Okay.
Didn't she? Wasn't that it?
I mean, it could be. I don't remember.
But I can't recall the circumstances.
Nope.
I
But she
feel
became
like,
an alien.
yeah, she did become an alien in an experiment, a forced experiment. I feel like I would almost choose Kelly just because, like, all the stuff that she does. I thought she was going to kill that bird, so at least Smooch made it out alive.
Right.
But she does seem kind of nuts. And then on the stand, when she's just going
Oh my
crazy,
god.
I did not kill Rita! And I'm like, shady.
They start crying.
Yep, that's the way. White girl tears. They save everyone.
Well, I thought it was interesting when the judge said the initial sentence was pretty lenient, and it was because
Yep.
basically she was a promising young woman, and I was like, huh, that's a little weird. Kind of flipping the
Yeah.
script.
And I wondered if the leniency was like gender based. Like
Right.
had she had the same judge that Warren did, would she have had a worse sentence?
Mm-hmm. No.
Oh.
It's just, I mean, that just kind of goes against the common wisdom about at least how American justice works.
Yeah.
That sexual assault is basically not a crime in this country, unless, you know, you're black. So yeah, maybe it's just different up there in the Great White North.
Yeah. Mm-mm-mm. Something I was going to ask you. Oh, do you know anything about this Gypsy Blanchard person?
Yes, when I was over down in T-Ticket for, I don't know, maybe Christmas, we watched like a bunch of those documentaries, or many episodes of a single documentary, so I kind of got the 101.
Oh, okay. Um, was there any leniency? I guess not, because she planned that murder with that guy, right?
Yeah,
But I wondered if anything was taken into consideration that with the Munchausen by proxy business,
right.
that she was being abused, but I suppose not.
I mean, she's out now.
Yes, yeah, girl, yeah. Well, now she has this Lifetime series. For some reason, it's popping up on my Instagram reels. But before that, even things were popping up on my Instagram reels about how hard the dating game is, and like basically these women feeling like failures, and the fact that Gypsy married someone in jail and is
Yep.
now like has another person, I guess, and is pregnant. So she's like got all these men. Um, and here we are sitting single. I think that was the main purpose.
Wow.
But then yeah, it's like popped up of this guy like asking if can't remember if it was like renew vows or something, and she said, "Can we talk about this off camera?" And he's like starting to get weepy. And then I guess she got a matching tattoo with some other guy, and then this that other guy, which I found out was her husband, is crying. And he's like, "That matching tattoo really hurt." I'm like, "What's going on? What is this?" He's like some sort of teacher. How did he meet her in
Yeah,
jail?
I
That
don't
teacher. Do
remember.
you know anything about that?
No, I remember that guy, because when we saw the documentary, it was like they were just about to get married, and then of course they divorced later on. But yeah, I don't remember how he found out about her, but it was
They a
definitely
pen
like,
pal? Yeah.
uh, it seemed a little ick.
What's going on? Yeah, I don't know. Ooh, I don't want to get out of this too much. I don't need to get
It's
involved
too
with
much.
that.
Well, it's just kind of funny, like the way you find out about things these days, where it's like you get stories like fed to you in like clues through social media. It's like then you have to like figure out what it is, and
Yeah, and you have to decide whether it's worth it. I had heard her name before. Apparently, she's going to be on like the Kardashians. I saw her talking with Kim
oh my
Kardashian, so
god,
who even knows? But um, I had heard her name, and I'm just like, I don't know who this is.
yeah,
Why is she such a big name? It was very confusing to me. And now it's even more so. Like, what's going on? Who is this person? Why does everybody like love a murderer? Why are these men falling in love with a murderer? Yeah, I don't know. And then of course everyone's like a side. What is it called? A armchair psychologist. And
yep.
the comments were saying about, I guess the teacher. He's very controlling. So while he's crying. So it's on that video. Like, well, he's controlling, so he deserves it. Oh my
Oh,
gosh.
the emotional manipulation, perhaps.
Yeah, who knows?
Ah, jerks.
Crazy. Yeah, there
Yeah.
was something about he was upset that she talked to her sister about something,
Hmm.
and he said told the whole world, which I guess maybe that means that Lifetime also knew. And I was like, oh, I wonder what she told him. Um, I don't know. Someone said something about he didn't pull out, but I was like, I don't know if I can trust this comment here. But well, I mean, she's pregnant now with somebody's child.
Yep.
Um, yes. So
That's
it's just, you could fall into a rabbit hole for sure. Well,
absolutely.
then, let me, one more tale I have to say is that, because she is pregnant, she's going through this divorce, and she's, I guess, going to marry this other guy. Someone was saying that Louisiana state law says that you cannot complete your divorce if you're pregnant until the child is born, and that um, whoever is the I guess, married at the time goes on the birth certificate.
That's so weird. Why would they do that? That just seems like it's going to cause a lot of complications.
Yeah, I don't know. Obviously, this is I haven't checked my sources. This is just from the internet, but
Crazy world.
it is a crazy world. It's, yeah. Why do you think we love reality TV shows? Is it just because we look at them and we're like, oh, my life isn't as bad as them?
That could be a factor for some people. I think I had that watching, well, not that specifically, but I didn't watch a lot of reality shows of my own volition, but I did watch Revenge, which we've talked about before briefly.
Mm-hmm.
And that was definitely the sort of like seeing what it's like for rich people, but also with the sort of like other appeal of they're going to get their comeuppance at the hands of Emily, Amelia, Elizabeth,
Oh, yeah,
Clark,
yeah.
Grayson.
Oh my gosh, yeah. Amanda, yeah. Oh,
That show
man.
was a masterpiece.
Oh, it was best, yeah. First two seasons, I would say.
Oh, interesting. What happened in season 3 that you didn't like?
Oh,
If you can
well,
remember, it's like 20 years old.
now I'm just like second guessing myself because you said that. I don't know. Did she marry him at the end of season two?
Uh, Daniel?
Yeah, when did that marriage happen?
I don't remember.
And I didn't like that guy, the
Jack?
gay guy.
Oh, the gay guy. Oh, really?
No, the gay.
Her tech
Yes, he
friend?
was so annoying.
Nolan.
I mean, he was supposed to be. Yeah, he's just like a sociopath.
Yeah, he was kind of weird. And then they had the British guy who got taken out by a cup of tea after killing Hiroyuki Sanada.
Oh, my goodness. I'm excited to watch Mr. Sonata-san on Saturday. Maybe. Might not be able to if I don't finish whatchamacallit. We'll never speak to each other again. Did we make it?
Nah.
Oh.
So mad. Wait, you're gonna finish Resident Evil 4 before Saturday?
Don't sound so doozy.
Well, given your momentum, I mean, I just think I was expecting maybe a couple of weeks at the earliest.
Oh, no. Well, we can't spend time together unless I finish it. So
Don't
it's
I
in your
have to
best
agree to
interest.
this?
Oh, oh dear, oh dear. Oh, well, I don't even have Resident Evil 5. I should probably go on eBay and purchase that.
Yeah, I'd say so. It's gonna be another Alien Isolation. You're gonna be in the first village and then it's gonna freeze.
Oh no.
I've actually never bought anything on eBay. Whoops.
Really?
We used to look at eBay like back in the early days, like when we were in middle school. We would look at like Yu-Gi-Oh cards on eBay, but we never bid anything. Probably because we didn't have credit cards. And then I just never thought of it again because Amazon happened.
What?
Gave all my business to Jeff. And what does he do with that money?
He's poor.
I was choked without consent on a first date. Do you want to hear about that
Oh
one?
my gosh.
Ooh, here's a good one. Trump now claims Kamala Harris is totally against the Jewish people, which would come as news to her Jewish husband.
I will say one of my, oh, I think that's antithetical to what else I'm seeing. Wait, let me think about this.
Okay.
Yeah, because one of my friends keeps posting about the Biden administration being like pro-Palestine. Wait,
Oh my
anti-Palestine,
God.
which would mean they're pro-Israel.
Pro-Israel.
Yeah.
2 pairs,
Say,
one.
I didn't even, oh my gosh, I didn't even count. 2 pairs and what?
1 purple, 1 grenade.
Okay.
Pair.
I'm interested. I would like you to go back to that post once we have a break.
Okay, I will.
I get choked without consent. Golly. One, two, three.
Three
Three coconuts?
coconuts.
I think
Coconut?
so.
Camaleros. How many bananas? One?
Banana?
One nanner? That's it? I thought there was more. Mine eyes deceive me.
Unless it's over there and we can't see it.
Don't push me. Yeah. No! Hot dog!
Okay, yeah, I know,
You're
seriously. What does it say?
evil.
3?
Coconut. Look at this guy right in the middle.
Okay.
No, no, no.
Oh dear, that was close.
That was close. Alright, one, two,
Okay.
three. Dragon fruit.
I
Two
see 2 pairs
pears.
offhand.
One
Yeah.
nanner. Wow.
Oh. The banana that just fell?
Yeah, it looks like it.
Okay.
This one was pretty easy. Watch that hot dog. Watch that hot dog.
Yeah, he's dangerous.
He's a dangerous dog.
That's just
3 dragon fruit?
hand grenades, right? Yeah.
Lulu hand grenade.
Yay.
What?
Oh! How many people did we lose? I wasn't even keeping track. Can't count on people these days. Look at all those pink cats up there.
Oh, adorable. All right, let's see what we got. This is no, it's not that long. 4 paragraphs. The first time I had sex, I was choked without consent. A few days before, when we were texting, he had mentioned that he likes choking, and I had said that I wasn't interested in it. But then during sex, he suddenly choked me. I froze and couldn't do or say anything, and thought that I had communicated it clearly that choking wasn't something I wanted. The sex also wasn't good. I wasn't ready to have sex with him yet. It was our first and last date, and I felt like that maybe I had led him on, so I went along with it. That was on me. I should have said something. But I hate that that was how I lost my virginity. Sex shouldn't have violence, and people should respect others' boundaries. In some way, that doesn't even feel like sex to me because it shouldn't go like that. I'd love to just erase that experience and say that that wasn't my first time. After that, I've had sex a few times with one guy, and those times were lovely. But I don't know that if I say that my first time was the second time I had sex, if it would be lying. Or if I say I've only had one sexual partner, but including the first experience, it would be 2. I think you could call that,
I think you can do what you want.
sexual assault? Do you think?
100%.
Okay. First
Because that was
comment.
during the act of, yeah, and, yeah, just anything without her. Oh no, the people aren't downvoting that, are they?
This has 43 upvotes. That's pretty good.
Oh, okay.
You can categorize what happened however is most helpful to you! Exclamation point. It sounds like sexual coercion and assault. That's not the same as the other experiences you've now had that sound mutual and safe. I'm sorry that person chose to do that. Not okay and not your fault. I think that's fair.
That's such a bummer.
Yeah.
Especially because it was the first time. I see. Oh shoot! I was watching your Avatar, and then I got shoved into a wall.
Jake Sully.
Yeah. Someone else told me about a bad, like, first time experience. I was like, I'm so sorry.
Ugh.
Wish I could. I think luckily it wasn't like anything like that, but just like you would like, people to have an okay time for their
Right.
first time.
Absolutely. Whoa. Okay. Let's see what else.
Is anyone defending that guy?
Not that I saw.
Okay. That's nuts that he like he asked and she said no.
Right. And if that's on text messages, I mean, if that goes to court, that would almost be dangerous for him.
Yeah, and I can see like getting wrapped up in the moment and like not knowing how to handle that.
Mm-hmm. Oh, here's a new movie you might find interesting. Official poster for His Three Daughters, starring Carrie Coon, Elizabeth Olsen, and Natasha Lyonne. That's
What's
out
it
of
about?
TIFF. I don't know.
Okay.
It's on Netflix September.
Oh,
I
it's on
always
Netflix? Okay.
I always get Elizabeth Olsen and Elizabeth Moss confused.
Oh no.
I was like, where's Peggy? All I see
Where's
is
Peggy?
WandaVision.
Oh dear.
I chose
Cry
Polly.
for me. Argentina. You chose wisely.
Should we watch that?
That is my favorite one. I'd be down.
Even more than Kingdom of the Crystal Skull?
You know, someone gave that to me for some reason. I guess they like wanted it off their shelf. But I have yet to watch that. I watched in the theaters,
Yeah.
but oh wait, yeah, that's the one with Kate Blanchett, right?
Yeah, I think she looks
Okay,
cool.
I have yet to watch the new one.
Yeah. I haven't seen either one. I'd like to see Kingdom of the Crystal Skull at some point. Dial of Destiny I could probably do without. Just based on
But your
what people
girl's
say.
in it,
I know. Yeah, what a strange career turn.
Dan's priest.
Yep. Wow, an old favorite.
Oh yeah, should we cherish each other?
That seemed to work last time.
We're weighted down enough that it
Yeah.
can't toss us.
Well, it's slim one right now. You can just avoid them. Come on. That's easy. Oh, look, we're on opposite sides. I wonder if you can even get me. You're not even trying.
Oh, you were talking to me? I thought you were talking to the rhino. Like, I wonder if you can even get me.
I don't speak to animals. Collateral damage.
Yeah, I touch someone without their consent. I'll get you mid-air.
Yeah, right.
Come to me.
Ah! Should we go on the spinny? Ah!
Yeah, what's this gonna be like?
As our beings stare lovingly into each other's eyes.
Oh man.
Look at that rhino. He's like.
Don't look below my eyes because I have a towel on.
Eyes up here. And facehugger up here. We made it.
Oh yeah. Unfortunately, I was spoiled to another character's death on a TV spot.
Really?
On Hulu. Yeah.
What's up with that, man?
I don't know. I mean, yeah, you don't see it, but he's like looking at something, and then I think the tail comes out, and I'm like, no one survives the tail, so that
No.
that person's gone. Yeah, because I was trying to avoid everything.
Yep. But you can't. You can't run.
Which I don't know, like, who's in charge of that, because apparently with long legs, they didn't show anything of Nicolas Cage to make it very shocking when you see him at
Right.
first. And I think, well, okay, so someone's in charge of trailers and stuff, but who's given the say? Does the director have no say of like, oh no, this trailer spoils too much?
I think maybe if they're also a producer, they might, but I doubt. Oh no, I fell for the same
Oh
trick.
no. Did you make it?
Nah.
No, we dropped down to 7th because of your foolish escapade.
My foolishness.
So now I'm done too.
Ah! I can't leave. Is that it? Is that what we're doing?
Uh-oh.
Great. I'm so mad.
Don't be mad.
No, I don't want a happy meal. I'm angry. I want a mad meal. What's a secret you regret telling someone?
Oh.
Every single bit of confidential information I've ever told my sister has either been spread around or turned against me, frequently distorted in the process. Okay, but that's not a secret. Nah, that's no good. That's how Old Boy happens.
Are you still watching?
Yep. Level over. Eliminated. Thanks. Thanks. Like I didn't already know. No, 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 no.
Uh,
Yeah, I'm pressing the
Apparently,
button.
Veep has already written a fictional version of the script. Kamala inherits the actual presidency, then runs. The Electoral College is tied. The House vote is tied, which means the Senate has to choose that tie-breaking candidate, and that ends up with J.D. Vance's POTUS.
Yeah, it got a little confusing towards the end there, but the thing that was interesting about Veep in terms of being the vice president is that you, at least in this depiction, she hated the president. I don't think the president was even a character on the show. It was like a Maris on Frasier situation, but like she just resented him so much, and it was like very, the two offices were like very separate. So I thought that was kind of interesting. Oh, I can't believe I have to watch this. Animals have no idea they have organs inside them or why they need to eat and sleep to survive. I don't know.
Did anyone reveal a dark secret?
Yeah, let's see if I can find a good one. Something about football. I once told my then best friend that I had a crush on a boy in our class. We were like 14 at the time and was trying to find the courage to tell him. After the weekend, she and him were suddenly together. That relationship didn't last long, neither did our friendship. I never did confess to him in the end.
Wow, so she sniped him?
Oh, yeah. Oh boy, here's a long one. I used to work at a movie theater in college, and one day I went into the break room to find one of my coworkers sobbing. I asked her if she was okay, and she spilled that she had found out she was pregnant but then miscarried, and being a teenager, she was just roiling with emotions. I comforted her and I told her I understood if she needed to talk. I told her that earlier that year, the same thing had happened to me. I was terrified, in physical and emotional pain, relieved, guilty for feeling relieved, you name it. I made sure to mention that I hadn't told people about this because I felt it was no one's business and was only sharing to let her know she was seen and that I was there for her. The next day I was working in the ticket booth when a different coworker came up to me and said, "Hey, is it true you had a miscarriage?" I was so angry, especially because my little sister also worked there and I didn't need her hearing gossip about me. Insult to injury was added later when I discovered that the coworker was a pathological liar and probably hadn't been pregnant in the first place.
Oh no.
Yikes.
Are you ready?
Yep, finally. Gosh. I'm so impatient, I'm
Gore.
seething.
Oh.
Oh. Is that your reaction? Is that what's going to be when we're face to face in Baltimore and I say things like that? We're in a restaurant and I say, "I want a plastic
What?
straw." And you say, "Oh."
I'll probably get up and go to a different booth.
Excuse me, waitress, can I have a different companion?
I know, seriously, just sit near somebody else. Oh boy.
And then I'll say, "Hello, miss, what movie are you going to see?" Skyline stumble again.
Can't get away from
Can't.
it. You want to watch women's soccer with me in solidarity?
Um,
You can have it muted in the background while you look.
sure.
You don't have to. Do you have Peacock?
I will have it in August.
Oh. Whoa, I just got knocked off by a star.
Miley Cyrus? Or like a cosmic star?
Cosmic star.
I see. That's less interesting. Um, yeah, so that new The Killer is going to be on Peacock next month. Unfortunately, I've already seen some of it because we were captioning it.
Oh,
I kind of
how
want it
does
to be
it
like,
look?
it's definitely different, but I think it'll be fine. I've seen Natalie Emmanuel in like one thing. I guess technically Game of Thrones as well, but I think she's pretty cool. And Sam Worthington, who I think is Australian, is doing an Irish accent.
And this is the one you reviewed with Donovan recently?
Yes, that one was
So they
from.
went Asian to not Asian?
Yes, but it's the same director.
Oh,
What is this guy doing? I think we've got some saboteurs on our team.
oh no.
So if we qualify, it's
Oh
going to be a.
dear.
It looks like they're coordinating too.
What the?
In their
Did they
suckage.
not play? Did they
Oh
not?
no!
Oh, well, we were qualified and
Yep,
now?
all of our hard work.
Wait, what? Is this a child?
Yeah, maybe. Who are we
No,
to
one of
judge?
them's not even moving. Cool.
Cool.
You can only rely on the people you trust.
Yep. This is what happened to Ayn Rand. This is why objectivism happened. You can only rely on yourself. No, 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 no!
Oh,
What is
are you
happening?
locked in?
Oh, I can't go another 4 rounds.
Oh dear, oh
Can I
dear.
exit the whole game? No.
How come this is happening to you? It happened to me once, but now you've got the kiss of death.
Twice. It's like it's a virus. Exit, exit. Press all the buttons. Okay, forget it. Just entertain myself.
Yep, that's the way to do it.
Let's see.
Josh Allen confirms that he's dating Haley Steinfeld, but I'm pretty sure that was confirmed a while ago.
Who?
The quarterback for the Buffalo Bills.
Oh, okay. What does Jeremy Renner have to say about that?
Was he dating Haley Steinfeld? Or are you just
No.
saying because of Hawkeye?
Yeah, that's his daughter figure.
Yeah.
Very aggressive burrito rap. Mr. Beast is a fraud, according to this guy. Limit.
You just date with the nightmares that women go through on dates.
I know.
We can learn more about our plight.
Yeah. Oh, this is dumb. Shower thoughts. Catching fish without fishing rods must have been way easier 100,000 years ago when there was way more fish. Is that a joke? What is that? What does it even mean?
Fishing must have been easier way back when, is that what he said?
Yeah, because there was more fish. That what? What are you talking about?
I
Netanyahu
don't know. Also,
thanks
didn't
U.S.
they didn't they use spears?
I think so. Tom Hanks did on Castaway.
Oh yeah. Someone said the same person on Castaway played the ball in Top Gun. Do you think that's true?
I imagine that Wilson was played by multiple volleyballs, so I guess it's possible. Maybe AVP had a contract with Hollywood. Ew, ew, ew. I don't want to look at a stingray giving birth.
Oh,
I just ghosted a girl for being ugly. I'm feeling like an
wow.
a-hole.
How did he get that far?
I met this girl online on Discord. We share a server, and one day we just started talking. She's super funny, genuinely. That's an E. That should be an E there. Decent and caring type. We both have a similar meme based humor. Oh, he's British. and I became really interested in getting to know her. I can easily say she's a 9, maybe a 10, and so that's the first problem. Rating women on a numerical scale. What are you, 10? In personality, like she really fits my type in that aspect. Here's where I made my mistake. I asked her out on a date before seeing her. Ugh, I don't like where this is going. After we got the date scheduled, I tried to get her to share some pics of her, so I sent her my Insta first. When I first saw her, I felt like lost every bit of interest I had. She was ugly, obese, and just unappealing in general. I'm not a male model by any stretch, but I'm okay and fit. 1.80 m, 75 kilograms as a reference. Keep in mind, I don't see myself as a superficial person. I really want to be with someone I can connect with, but yeah, I gotta admit, it felt humbling to realize I'm not that much unsuperficial. I don't want to tell her the truth because I don't want to make her too feel bad. That's it. Felt like I should share this to get some outside perspective. Edit. I just talked to her and canceled the date. Told her she's an
Oh
amazing
no.
person, but not my type. I asked her if we could continue as friends, and if she doesn't want to, I wished her all the best. She hasn't replied yet. But it's a bit of a weight off my shoulders, yet I didn't feel like I was completely honest about why she's not my type. Anyway, thanks to everyone who tried to leave a positive and constructive feedback. I can't possibly humanly reply to every one of those, given that there are 17,000 or 1,700 who try to keep things respectful, have my honest appreciation. Edit 2, she replied, and her being her, she was super comprehensive and understanding. She suggested we could still go as friends, but accepts I might not want it given my initial intentions when I proposed it. That's a terrible story.
So, how did he find out what she looked like?
I think they must have met in. No.
I thought this
Yes.
was their first meeting in person, no?
Yeah, I think they first met in person, and that's the first time he saw her. All these comments are
Oh.
terrible.
Mm.
Good Ghost in the Shell cosplay. Toxic masculinity has made me a misandrist.
Ooh, yeah. Tell me more.
I have never had a positive relationship with a man. I have never known one I could genuinely trust. Every single one in my actual life circle are rather deplorable in one way or another, from being general fools to outright being dangerous criminals. I have been sexually harassed, stalked, and other
Mm.
various deplorable things on many occasions. All of this makes me inherently distrustful of men, and I hate that. From my point of view, I expect men to be angry, deceitful, sexual, loud, immature, and using. I don't want to be sexist. I don't believe in hating anyone, but I outright avoid even trying to make friends with men because I expect betrayal and disgust. To be honest, I almost exclusively make my circle LGBT or ally, but still avoid men even within this. I am already seeking therapy for this, among other things, but in my country it's few and far between. Therapists, I guess? And yes, I am transgender. I hope that doesn't cloud your judgment.
Oh.
I have never been a man. I just had to grow into my own skin and realize I'm a woman. I just hope that someone with a similar angle could share some life advice and help me stop automatically judging everyone I meet. There are nice men out there. I am just unfortunate to never have known one personally, but I don't want to always feel unsafe, on edge, on guard around men. So, this is the first comment. Wanting to feel safe isn't misandry, it's a risk assessment. It's morally neutral. It's an astute observation and nothing more. Um, long comment, long comment. I'm back in.
Okay. Very interesting. I don't know what Donovan thinks, but I he calls some of my comments that I make casual misandry. I'm like, oh yeah, 100%.
Oh, yeah, nothing casual about it.
And he asks, what do your friends think of your casual misandry? I'm like, I don't know. I mean, I think they agree with the things that I have to say. We all just like say these generalized statements about men. And they're like,
Oh,
yeah.
I gotta
Hmm.
send you that video. That music video. Let's generalize about men. There was another good one on two chromosomes that I saw. Something about men trying to like something about the friend zone or whatever. Like men who were friends and then they always want to date because I'm a woman.
Yeah, do you think it's true you can't be friends with a man?
Um, I'd like to think that we're friends, but how
I would
much of a
like to
man
think
am
that
I
as
really?
well, yeah. Are you a Muppet of a man?
Am I a Muppet of a man? Have I ever been confused for a man? Like Vasquez?
Oh.
I mean, you're friends with more men than I think I've ever seen in a woman, probably? No!
Yeah.
So what is that?
It's because you
Oh.
didn't make it?
So I guess we all
No.
didn't make it.
Geraldo.
I was trying to get hit by the hammer, but I got hit by the hammer.
Well, it's because I'm in such male spaces.
Right.
But I mean, I go in with the assumption that we're friends, and then they've got to like tell me they've got feelings for me. I'm like, and then it's on me, and I've got to have this awful conversation.
Okay. I am stuck again, so let me try to find out if I can exit. Button not working.
Why not?
Game won't let me leave, show, or exit to collect rewards.
Uh,
Um, I had this happen as well. I found if I chose the option to stay the next time I tried, it seemed to register my choice to leave. What does that mean? To not spectate after you've been eliminated, you need to hit stay, then click exit again. It happens sometimes. Force closing and restarting the game. Well, I can't do that if I'm on a chat. Oh my god. Ah! This is so frustrating. I mean, yeah, I'm sure you've had experiences, though, and you've told me about at least one where the guy thought that the relationship was different, and that must be hard.
than what it was.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. And I'm like trying to think. So I was getting a couple gifts from this one person, and then like he came to, I think he and his friends were like, I think they went to maybe Heroes Con, in Charlotte, and then they were coming up, and I was like, yeah, I'll show you around, whatever. Went to Monticello, and like he made comments, and I was like, just ignored them, and I laughed and everything. I feel like it's been so long ago, but I feel like I may have asked someone to intercede on my behalf
Oh.
to just like chat, just to like tell him that, yeah, I wasn't interested. But
Hmm.
I can't remember. It would have been Shag, and I'm like, I have this vague recollection that I had a conversation with him because he knew this guy.
Mm-hmm.
He was like in the circle. And then I saw him 2 years ago, I guess it would have been, at Heroes Con, and it was weird. Like, it was great. I mean, I was just friendly with him, and that was it. But like his friend seemed like cold and almost like angry at me, and I'm like, I don't know, like maybe he was defensive on his friends, and I just can't remember. Like that's just I just had to deal with it and like move on. So unfortunately, it's like just a blip on my radar. But yeah,
Hmm.
and then this other guy that was at Texas, of course, just I guess burning a torch. What is it? Holding a burning torch for me, and I'm like, interact with you anymore? How can you still have feelings for me? I don't know. Like I barely interacted at all. I don't know how you sustain. I guess through fantasy, you sustain a crush like that.
Mm-hmm. Strange days.
Yeah. So yeah, it's kind of with caution, which is it's lovely to hang out with queer people because there's like no expectations. If I'm surrounded by a bunch of gay men, I know that they have zero interest in me, and it's like
Mm.
so refreshing because I can just walk about and do my own thing.
You just get naked in front of them, and they
Yeah,
say,
and
Stella, what are you doing? You're like,
I'm like,
what? This
I
doesn't
just,
affect you.
yeah. Oh, so yeah, I don't know. It's unfortunate.
It is.
Um, yeah, yeah. Do you don't want to like be friendly? because they think that that's too friendly and that you're like interested in that. Like all of these social cues that are like lost on the male
Right.
populace, you know?
Well,
Like
then
get
they,
yourself in trouble at any, don't even smile at them, just don't even look.
right, because then you're a flirt or a tease.
I know. I was walking back to my apartment and this guy was coming with like a dog. I didn't even like look at him. I try not to make eye contact with people when I'm walking anyways.
Yeah.
And I don't know if he smiled or not. I also didn't have my contacts in, and you know that works well for me because I can't tell anything anyways.
You're gonna walk into traffic
Um,
one of these days.
my vision's not that bad. But yeah, I like could see the reflection that he was like looking at, and this is like a middle-aged plus man, but like
Mm-hmm.
he did like a double take or something. I don't know if I was just like waiting for some sort of comment, but that's why I
Oh,
just went into my building because you like reflections are really interesting because they're like looking at you and they don't realize that you're looking at them, looking
right.
at you. But yeah, I don't know. You just have to be. Well, I mean, what a world that we live in. That you have to like be cautious about this. That you
Mm-hmm.
have to like. You can't go on a date, a first date in the woods.
Right.
You know, or you can't. Like I share my location with somebody because I'm like I'm going on a date. I will text you at this time. If I don't, then there'll be cause for concern.
Mm-hmm.
There's that.
There was a
Yeah,
great line.
spectating.
Yes, still spectating.
Yeah.
This isn't even the last one. How can I decentralize the men in my life?
Oh, interesting. How could well, yeah, read that. That's interesting.
Hi, all. I am a straight cis woman in my mid 30s. I've become so aware of how continuously I shift myself in so many ways to accommodate men, either to make
Mm,
myself more attractive to men at large or by bending to try to be ideal to the men I'm dating. I have been a firm feminist for basically my whole adult life, but I also very much feel the pressures of having been conditioned to be charming and attractive to men, and it's compromising my inner world. Basically, I'm having a hard time decentralizing men in my life. I think about how my partner is doing all the time, and I realize that I'm still prioritizing the success of my romantic relationships as the most important endeavor of my life. When I think about not being with my partner, it's a struggle not to pivot fully to thinking about how attractive I will be to the next man. I don't think I'm super deferential, and in fact, excuse me, and in
uh-huh.
fact, I've always self identified as really empowered. It's only when I stop and really think about it that I realize how much of my sense of value revolves around men and how much they like me. I like the idea of learning how to self actualize, but I always seem to lose focus and fall into the role of trying to achieve maximum desirability again. I want to learn to prioritize my career, my friends, and my other passions instead. Does anyone out there have a similar experience? Have you found things that worked for you? Meditations, practices, books, etc. I've never lived in any other way and I want to change. Thank you so much and please be kind. Okay, first comment. Firstly, I think this is a great question, and I'm looking forward to this discussion. Thanks for posting this. I think you've just got to practice. It's something you kind of grow into. The first thing I changed was my language. Thoughtfully changing the language stops that thought pattern and changes it into something more empowering. I stopped apologizing for things that weren't my fault. There was no more "I'm sorry, but" as an excuse. So every time I don't apologize, I'm just more unapologetically myself. I'm deliberately taking up space in the world. Okay, and that goes on a bit. Um, Other people agree with no apologizing. Someone else says actively change the narrative. If I catch myself thinking, what would a man think? I stop and look in the mirror and ask, forget men, what do I think about? Um, if you can, I don't understand that. When dating men, demand timely responses. If someone takes more than a day or two to get back to you, disconnect from them. Expect that they will not expect you to chase them. Likewise, don't expect to be chased. Both should express mutual interest without being prodded. When you tell them you are busy, be willing. I don't understand how this has anything to do with it. Be willing to not back down, even if they propose something interesting. When your time is booked, your time is booked. They should expect to have to schedule with you, not expect that you are always available on demand. Always have plans, quote unquote, tonight and tomorrow, and make a point to make plans 2 days out. My gosh. Your life is not waiting on them to give you something to do with your evening. So what do you think about this one?
Yeah. How old is this woman? The initial poster?
Mid 30s?
Mid 30s. Has she always been in a relationship?
I couldn't really tell because it sounded like she was dating someone, but also thinking about the next partner. So I guess that means yes, potentially.
Um. Uh. My mother has like a crush on this guy that she saw singing in a thing, and I'm like, he looks familiar. Where have I seen him? So I'll have to tell her, oh, he's in Downton Abbey.
Uh,
Um, so that I can't believe you're still spectating. It's so sad. Um, she didn't say if she was always in a relationship.
no.
Okay. So because I've never been in a relationship and I'm like super independent and like someone would have to pry that from my warm living hands, actually, I'll say. I am more apt to like you really have to convince me to go out kind of thing. And then even like I went out, I saw Twisters with this person,
Mm.
and then he was like, "Do you want to get lunch?" I'm like, I'm really not hungry," which I really wasn't. I'm not just gonna sit there or pay money for food that I'm not gonna eat.
Right.
And then we ended up going to a park, and he showed me his drones, and then he said, "Do you want to do anything else?" I'm like, "Oh, I got some stuff I have to do," because that was it for me. But that comes from like you actively have to kind of train yourself out of all of that because a lot of that is it is kind of like social conditioning that's like learned in school about being being looked upon favorably by others either in your peer group or others of like the other gender.
Mm.
And I definitely was like seeking out after like popularity and tried to have the latest fashion trends and things, which I couldn't really, but I tried the best I could.
That's hard.
But well, you got your American Eagle by your mom, didn't you?
That's true.
Um,
Too bad about the
but
haircuts, though.
now I'm like definitely a nonconformist.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but that took a lot because you have to just be confident in yourself, and so I don't know. Like she needs to do a lot of self-actualization. I don't know if that's the correct use of that term. And then the other thing is, yeah, I'm so, the conversations we've had about how people have let us down who get partnerships and then forget about us, that I'm like so knee-jerk to that I will choose my friends over any sort of romantic
Mm-hmm.
uh, person, which could be a kind of a detriment, I suppose. But yeah, I don't know. Like she definitely has to do some self-examination, especially if like a lot of her day is just thinking about her partner
Right.
and then also daydreaming if she's going to break up with the partner, what her next partner will be like.
Mm-hmm.
And that's a lot of wasted time. Yeah, I don't know what to say. Part of it could be maybe she has too much time on her hands
Oh, maybe.
because I have so many things going on that like
Right.
I just don't have time to think about that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And I guess in the past couple of years I also just made more of an effort to like love myself and like be better and kinder to myself. And so who knows? Because it seems like she's seeking value from the males around her, and that is a problem. You shouldn't seek value from anybody else, honestly. But
Right.
yeah, it's very complicated, and that is not a quick fix.
Took you a while.
Yeah, still working on it. But do you feel like you find value in other people?
Um, I guess, but the problem is obviously I don't really talk to a lot of people, so I wouldn't even know. Oh, I had something though. When you said holding the torch, It's not
Yeah.
included in this quote, but there's a great line in the movie Serenity, which is the movie version of
That,
Firefly,
oh, okay, not the Serenity that
not
your
the one
dad
with
and
Matthew
watch.
McConaughey.
Okay.
Where Kaylee says, she says something about like I've been holding that torch for years. Speaking of another character, Simon, and then she says, "Going on a year now, I ain't had nothing twixt my nethers weren't run on batteries."
Oh my gosh.
That's a PG-13 movie.
He put batteries between his legs? Is that what you said?
I think it was referring to a vibrator or a futuristic space vibrator.
Oh, okay. I was like, oh my gosh, what would a shock like that do
Whole
like
acid
on the PP?
on the PP.
Mm. Oh no.
We've come all this way just for this.
Oh man. Yeah. When was that? 2024? Was that a recent post?
Yes, I was looking
Yeah.
for one of the other ones, but that was an interesting one.
It's kind of, I don't know if she should be with her current partner, if she's daydreaming about what her next partner will be like.
Yeah,
Kind of nuts.
I don't know how people have any time to do
Relationship.
relationships. Yeah, thank
Yeah,
you.
I was thinking like, oh man, do I really want to be in one? I feel like casual in name doesn't really, but maybe, yeah, I guess want to go on dates and just have fun, but I don't really want to be tied down.
Right.
Yeah, and then I tell myself, well, I'll take it a day at a time, and then I guess back out before it gets too late
Mm-hmm.
when they get. But the thing with me is like, ugh, it seems like this is gonna sound so conceited, but it's like literally the other person always gets like these heavy feelings, and I'm just like,
Yeah.
it's just I'm a slow processor.
Right.
I will say though, like I researched because somebody mentioned, oh, it was in a book that I skimmed. Um, demisexual. I was like, let me refresh what that means. And then of course the first thing that popped up was Demi Lovato, which was unfunny because I saw a reel about someone doing that whole I'm blank. Of course I dot da dot da da. And it was like there was a whole joke about Demi Lovato.
Hmm.
Like it's not Demi Lovato. But anyways, uh, demisexual is like you don't feel, I guess, sexual urges or attraction until
Without
you have like
romantic
an
feelings.
emotional bond.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I was like, oh, yeah. I mean, I'm not just gonna like, oh, I can't even think about it. Like kissing someone, it kind of makes me ill that I would have just like a random stranger, which is funny because one of my friends said like, I just need to kiss a bunch of people, and I was like, what? I don't think I made
Wow.
it. Did you make it?
I did.
Okay, well, support you. And I just don't think I could do that. Just kiss a bunch of strangers.
No, that'd be hard. Speed kissing. You've never been to one of those events?
Ew. No, I don't think those exist post-COVID, even though
Yeah.
they never existed.
They definitely
But
took a hit.
no, that'd be terrible.
That would be terrible. Oh no,
What
fruit
happened? Oh,
shoot.
fruit. Why does this happen when I'm out?
I don't know. The gods must be angry with you.
Ugh,
Did you not slaughter a chicken last night in their honor?
I didn't.
There you go. Yeah, it's the only reason I know about demisexuals because I also thought that that's what I might be. That was a few years ago, though.
Oh, you change your mind and you're back to asexual?
Um, I mean, only theoretically. I still don't. I just say heterosexual just because I don't know. Just because that's the one orientation that isn't also attached to some sort of identity. Ooh, got some air, but it just put me right back at the start.
Oh no.
So I guess we're gonna brute force this one.
Oh yeah. You got this.
I mean, the game really should be to avoid the obstacles, not to sort of game the system. Oh, see, look at this. I'm not gonna make it. Ah! Ah! Okay,
Oh, you didn't make it?
didn't make it. Now, let's be very careful. I will say stay. Oh, I can't even say. I'll just stay.
Uh,
and then I'll exit when it goes to the next window. Oh, it's the final round anyway, so even if it doesn't work. It's getting hot in here. I should have turned on the cold. Whatever. Exit. Nope.
you make it?
I'm just cursed.
Oh, you really are.
We only wind up dead this way, and cursed again, knowing very little, and getting that little fragment wrong too. Well, let's watch Thin Ice, I guess. Come on!
What is it?
Sounds like someone
Dracula's
listening.
teabag. Well, this is beautiful Dutch words for menstruation. Dracula's teabag. I am a member of the Red Cross. It is high tide in the Red Sea. We can pull rope again. Don't understand that. The Japanese flag is up. The ketchup weak. The Ferrari is at the door. Blood cave. Well,
Gross.
guess I'll send that to Tom. Yeah. That was probably our last one, unless you wanted a duo. But we were like struggling. We're on the struggle bus.
I know, seriously. Well, like I think we've already been over, but do you have any plans for the rest of the week?
The big thing is watching Team USA.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's definitely tomorrow at 3, and then maybe the next one is either Saturday or Sunday, group stage.
Mm-hmm.
You have to the top two out of the group gets to go into the actual tournament out of each of the groups. And then it's elimination. So you could lose, but it's not. It doesn't go well for you. It would be hard for USA to pull themselves out of that. I would root for Great Britain, but they did not qualify, which is very sad.
Oh.
Yeah, that would have been my number one. So USA will be my number one. And if they fall, then I will see where we are. Um, I could always go for host nation with France.
Hmm.
And then, yeah, I guess I will do some work. Well, of course, I'll put these books on this bookcase that is deceitful.
The deceit.
And yeah, I know the deceitful bookcase. And yeah, I guess I'll start Outsiders. So I've got some plans.
Mm-hmm. Resident
How
Evil.
about you? Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, because we cannot get
We
together.
cannot.
We cannot.
I forbid it. And
Yeah.
if you try to take it back, I will say no.
Oh, interesting. Do you think you're strong enough for that?
um, yeah,
Okay.
I'm pretty strong.
Our friend Neo PBLJ, has been playing the first Descendant a lot.
That's interesting. I've heard a little bit about that game. It seems like one of those games, like a
Oh, like
Destiny
whatchamacallit?
and Anthem.
Oh, like Destiny and the Divers or whatever.
Yeah. Oh man, wish we could play that.
The whenever I see it, I keep thinking I see the first Descent, which makes me think of the horror film.
Oh yes.
Yeah. What productive things will you be up to tomorrow?
Um, yes. Earlier this week, I reached out to a reviewer for the comic, and they said yes, even though I don't have a physical product to offer, just a website. So I'm
Ooh.
gonna try to find more people potentially. Um, some things I have to write. Uh, I have this grand new idea about modeling characters in SketchUp, which is not a character modeling software, but I don't know how to use Blender, so I'm just gonna stick with what I know.
Oh gosh.
So those are the options.
Okay.
Yep, very promising.
Yes. Well, thanks as always for playing.
This could be the last time we speak.
It's true. It's true. Hold on to this feeling.
I will cherish it.
Oh boy.
Well,
Okay. Yeah, you have a good night.
thank you. You too.
Maybe I'll chat with you later.
I hope so.
Oh, goodbye.
Goodbye.